Hi, my name is Matthew Povey and I'm with Wodonga Counselling and Hypnotherapy. This video today is just a really quick video about learning some self-regulation tools and beginning to become flexible when times are stressful and that. Now, many of you have probably had experience with counselling, psychology or hypnotherapy before, and we taught various techniques to be able to lower levels of distress or learn to be able to tolerate them more. So what I want to go in here today, and this is something I do with all my clients, is promote the idea of flexibility in that we within ourselves are our own architects. We reach individual people, and if we were to walk through a city where we design different buildings, but if we design one to three each, that you would begin to notice with different buildings the differences or the similarities, even if the buildings were quite different, that you'd be able to go, maybe such and such a person did this. And this comes back to the way I approach people when I work with people in therapy. Is it's a very individualized model because of our own differences and our individuality as human beings. So one of these techniques today is really simple, just focusing on the breath. And you may have been taught this in some mindfulness or meditation-based exercises, but the idea of this is to begin to just lower the intensity of the autonomic nervous system and recalibrate the body to a healthier and more relaxed level of functioning. So I'm going to quickly go through this and then explain the importance of this after the video and why this can be such a powerful technique, even though it's so simple. So what I encourage you to do, get yourself comfortable and relaxed. You might want to sit in a chair, you might want to close your eyes or have them open. And all you want to do is just take a breath in through the nose, and really as you breathe in slowly, you can take a count to 5. Just pay attention as you breathe in to that air filling the lungs, and then breathe out and just pay attention to the chest falling and the physical sensation of the lungs emptying. Then take another breath in, and this time pay more attention again to the lungs filling up as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, just letting the lungs empty. And we'll just do that one more time now. So again, just taking time just to take a breath in, focusing on the air filling the lungs and the chest rising. And as you breathe out, taking your time just to feel the chest full and the lungs empty. Now you might be asking yourself, how is this useful? So this is really useful because on a neurobiology level, what it's actually doing is it's having an effect on the brain and the autonomic nervous system and actually reducing stress levels and activation levels. And when they're up here, say at times when we're trying to do a lot of things or get things done, and begin to just slowly bring them down here. And at the same time, it's also allowing you to actually focus on a physical sensation of the breath, which is shown to be relaxing. If you've ever held a baby to your chest, you'll often find that over time that infant quite quickly begins to relax and settle and pace itself with your heart rate and breathing, and that's because the body's natural resources have the ability to relax and calm us. So there's, a lot of you may have watched my videos before, I work from a neuroplastic point of view, so the brain's able to change itself and recalibrate itself, so it's doing that while it's also allowing the other parts of the body. So often when we're stressed or anxious, there's high levels of adrenaline and cortisol running through the bloodstream. This begins to allow the adrenal glands to begin to shut off by inducing that relaxation response and begin to allow you to become calmer. Now, the way I work may be different than other people, but it isn't about removing the painful stimulus, but it's just learning to be able to just focus on that breath and be in that moment. And if you see other videos from me in the future and also work with me, you'll begin to notice how I begin to work with this and build on this session on session, and this actually becomes a lot more of a complex but also simple techniques that builds on itself. So please, if you've got any questions, give me a call, give me an email, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video.